Hey everybody,
Hey guys!
Welcome to another monthly episode of Live Q&A
with Raity's Rise.
With Raity's Rise. Lori and Joe, it is great to have you guys here. We have a lot of exciting things to talk about. Already we have well into almost 50 people watching and we just started. So it's great to see all of you. I think the biggest news that we have to talk about right off the bat is the road to 400,000 subscribers.
Big news, we are almost there. And to celebrate, we have some pretty exciting things happening this weekend if you're in the Tampa Bay area.
So basically all of you know how supportive Walker Ford is. So many great people there that want to celebrate with us. They've been on that journey with us, as many of you have, since the early beginnings. I mean, when we started filming at Walker Ford, we had 900 subscribers. 900 subscribers.
And a lot of people ask us how we got started, and it was very grassroots, but one of the turning points in the whole Raity's Rides journey was when Walker Ford asked us to come and film.
Definitely, exactly. And we already got another super chat.
Hey, Jaden.
So first off, I want to say we've already had some super chatters while
let me scroll up and
while we were actually in the before stage of the live. So definitely want to thank YouTube fan. Thank you for your super chat. And then Jaden is here once again with another super chat. It says, how do LEDs make turn signals flash very fast? It's because an LED bulb is much smaller and there's less resistance. So it's able to flash faster than if you have a big incandescent light bulb. So that's how it works, Jaden. Smaller bulb, blinks faster, and they're brighter. And that's true. Can last, I don't want to say forever, but they last a pretty long time. Yes.
So Walker Ford this weekend.
So this Sunday from 10 to 12, if you're in Clearwater, Florida,
10 a.m. to
10 a.m. Yes, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Thank you for that.
Yes.
We are having the Road to 400,000 subscribers celebration. We're not at 400,000 subscribers yet, but we're close.
So close.
Very close. We just hit 394. So that's crazy. Just to put it in perspective for you, October of 2018 was our first celebration.
Isn't that crazy?
And we were at 10,000 subscribers.
10,000. That was October of 2018.
2018.
Oh my God.
2018. So if you are in the area or you're willing to travel, Sunday, November 22nd
from 10
a.m. to 12, we'll be having the Road to 400K celebration. We're going to be following all COVID procedures and
social
protocols.
Distancing. We're going to have on masks.
The whole 9 yards.
We want to see people. We want you to come out, and we want
people to be healthy and happy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is,
it's be able to do it, right?
Even though it's at Walker Ford, it's a car show for all makes and models.
Yes.
So everybody could bring out their car.
You don't have to have a Ford.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be a show car.
We're bringing the Subaru STI.
And obviously we're bringing
the Shelby.
The GTS.
So if you're in the area and you've been waiting to see the Shelby, because I know many of you it's going to make an appearance.
Yes, definitely.
That's the biggest news.
Yes. The other great news, if you can't make it, if you're not in the area in Clearwater, Florida on Sunday, we will be going live. Mark your calendar, set your watch, get out your phone, and put in Sunday, November 22nd from between 10 and 12. We will be going live at some point.
Because we want to bring you some of that fun.
We want to bring some of the fun. I want to share with you. I know we have so many people that can't make it.
Across the world.
Yeah. We were just talking with somebody who's from Quebec. We have so many fans in Canada, in South America, South Africa, and everywhere else. Definitely really, really awesome.
Yes, and we got a couple super chats.
So remember, Sunday, tune in between 10 and 12 here on Raity's Rise.
And if you live in the area, make sure to get your butts down to Tampa Bay. Jaden has
another question. How is it cheaper for cars to be made in Canada? Well, if you look at the exchange rate, a US dollar has more value to it than the Canadian currency. So that's where a lot of American companies can take advantage of that difference in exchange rate and actually get more for their money, essentially. Plus, it's nice to create jobs in other countries besides the United States when it comes to creating cars, because it puts car production puts a lot of people to work, and that's a really good thing. Yeah, that's a really good thing.
We got
Benji. We got a super chat for Benji.
So Benji's in the house moderating.
So we listen.
Benji.
We listen to a lot of you, and we now have Benji, who used to once work at Walker Ford. He is now moderating the chat and just gonna keep it clean, keep it where people aren't going nuts and
and the spam and everything else. We want you guys to have fun.
And we want to be able to read a lot of the comments, as many as we can, even if you don't super chat. We want to get to those people too.
That's important.
Because everybody's important.
Yeah, we want to make sure to get to those. So
but thank you, Benji.
Thanks for being there.
Yes, Benji. You're awesome, Benji. And then we have Ascended. Cheers, guys, for all your amazing videos. Well, thank you so much, Ascended, and thank you for that super chat. It's so great to have you here as part of the Raiti's Rights family. We got another super chat. This one's from Striker50, $3. Thank you, Striker. Yes, thank you so much, Striker50. Thumbs up back to you. We can't do it without you guys. And the great news is we got new camera gear we're going to buy. Right now it's on back order, but I'm getting the Sony AS7, I believe it is, or SA7. So I got a bunch of GoPro 9s that we're adding to the use of Raiti's Rides. Plus, at the Walker Ford event, I'm going to be giving away a GoPro 9 and leading into that next little piece of information next month. So I know a lot of you are like, well, what about us? We want to win some giveaways. We want to have some fun. Next month, since we're not at 400K yet, next month's live Q&A will be the what? That's going to be the 400K subscriber celebration giveaway for you guys, and somebody is going to win. We're going to have prizes. GoPro, GoPro 9. GoPro 9, sorry. All new, the latest. The latest and the greatest. I want them to have the best. And we're going to do it really easy so that everybody gets a chance, and I'm going to tell you how to listen up to this. Listen. But we've got some super chats. We got some super chats. So hold that thought. Rick Sapien, thanks so much. He's been here since Rick is great. Rick, we met out in California with his girlfriend. Thank you, Rick. I know. And yes, things are going great with the GT350. And we're looking forward to coming back out to Cali soon. Oh, yeah. And meeting everybody up again. Yes. David Wilkerson. Hey, Joe. Finally a live Q&A. Yes, David. Yes, David. Thank you for making it. Thank you for the super chat. Your generosity is awesome. Everybody's generosity, your support, watching the ads, just being there is everything that we could ever ask for. And you guys make the channel work. You really, really do. Yeah, you make it worthwhile. Yes, yes, definitely. Jaden has a question. Does less replay of resistance make signals fast? Relay, sorry. Yes, you are 100% correct, Jaden. Very good. Good job. Yep, and then Raphael, no question, just got to support the great channel. Raphael, thank you. Thank you, Raphael. And a lot of you have actually been reaching out wanting to know how else you could support the channel. You got some Raiti's Rise merch you're representing. Well, guess what? In the next coming month or so, we're going to start our Patreon account. Yep. And there's going to be great things that you could get extra by being a Patreon member, including being able to chat with me one-on-one on a more private level compared to doing these super chats. Right, because we know a lot of you have questions. It's more than just a surface level question. Buying, you want to dig deep into it. Car buying, or what am I up to? And we want to make that something that you can do. So stay tuned for that. Louis Barbosa has a question. What truck would you buy? Hey, Louis, how's it going? Thank you for the super chat. Great question. It really depends on what your needs are. You know, if you're looking for a mid-sized truck, you got the tried and true Tacoma, but Lori has definitely fallen in love with the Jeep Gladiator. Oh, gosh, I'm such a fan. We had an Eco Diesel 2021. Stay tuned for that review. Lori, an Overland. Lori fell in love with that. So, you know, the Gladiator just is such a cool truck in that mid-sized class. The Tacoma, though, does have that reliability. And it has a soft spot in my heart, too. TRD Pro. If you're looking full size, I personally love the GMC Sierra AT4. Oh, yeah. I'm just waiting for them to do the redesign of that interior. Oh, yeah. So hopefully that answers your question, Louis. Louis. And then JJZ, hey, Joe, love the vids and the on throttle. Yes, thank you, JJZ. I see you must be some type of Lamborghini fan there. So, yes, on throttle is the way that we do it here on Raiti's Rides, and it's awesome to be able to share it all with you. So, thank you. Benji, you're so sweet, yes, Benji. You do not have to do that. Yes. Look at him. So he's chatting for Cliff. I don't know, to be honest. Joe might know. Cliff wants to know what the bottom line is on a Mustang HPP. So Mustang HPP, I actually have another review coming from Walker Ford on that. But basically, that is the utmost in performance that you could get from the EcoBoost Mustang. If you're saying, well, what's bottom line? What are you getting with it? You're getting that magnetized suspension. You're getting a different gearing in your diff. You're getting more performance, handling, and everything from the EcoBoost Mustang. So thank you for that, Benji.
Yeah, thanks, Benji. And then Jude, I don't see a question that came through. Jude Smeekney, thank you so much, Jude, for that super chat. If you want to send over a question, I'll keep an eye on the chat.
Yes, Jude, thank you for that. Thank you, Jude.
Yeah, thanks, Jude.
So where are we at now?
I think we're caught up.
Hey, Tyler, let me answer Tyler because I see Tyler is really blowing up the inbox there. Tyler, how's it going, man? Nice to see you tonight.
Hi,
yes, we appreciate you.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
all
Nicholas. Right. I see Nicholas
so
just chimed in.
I promised everybody we were going to tell them how they can enter to win a GoPro.
Here, well, not only GoPro, but other prizes too.
Plenty of prizes for next month's live Q&A.
Yes.
YouTube fan,
yes, 100%. It records in 4K. The current camera I have an A7 III records in 4K as well.
It's just the uploading process.
The uploading process
really,
is causing it's causing a snafu right now.
Yeah, a horrible snafu.
So here's how you're going to listen to Lori. She is going to explain how to enter for next month's 400K giveaway, where we're going to be giving a bunch of stuff away, including GoPro 9s.
Okay. Yes. So
don't answer that yet.
What you're going to do is go to raitiesrides.com.
Raitiesrides.com. It's a website.
Yes, it's a
www.raitiesrides.com. Do you put an apostrophe?
No.
No apostrophe.
There are no apostrophes in web URLs. No. Just go to raitiesrides.com, and then it's on the contact page. You're just going to put your email address in there and hit submit.
And the reason why we're trying to collect emails is not to spam you or to sell your information to some other weirdo. We're trying to create a database for our monthly newsletters. And provide a fair way for you guys to win. Because here's the thing. I don't know about you, but like the whole idea of like clicking on Joe's Instagram post, tagging 2 friends, turning around, call up your mother, spin a bottle, knock on a door, say the password, in a bottle. Some of these, and then you can get 1 entry. Yeah, and some of these channels, it's like they make you jump through 20 hoops. You're better off just going to buy the prize, right? And so what we're going to do is and if you've watched our live Q&As before, you've seen us do this. We are going to have a randomizer with everybody's names in the randomizer. We're going to do it live on the live Q&A. And then we'll select our winners. Now, if your name is already in there, if you've already signed up, you don't need to register twice. We're getting rid of all the duplicates. So that's the best news. Yeah, if you're already registered, if you've already done, because we've already done this before. And if you're not sure, just register again. Yes. It's fine. If you're not sure. Please don't register 10 times. Yes. Because we're getting rid of all the duplicates. Yes. It does not help you to register more than once. No. But if you can't remember, our advice is go ahead and register. Throw it in there again. Yes, and then we will remind you guys down the road. Definitely. Okay. So we have Andrew Gray. What's your favorite car that you've reviewed? My favorite car that I have reviewed to date. That's a tough one because, obviously I love the Shelby GT350 so much because I went out and bought one. Right. I'm really, really digging. I got a chance to get behind the wheel of Dream Giveaways Camaro ZL1 1LE. Really, really digging that. Basically, the cars that have that wonderful manual transmission and just make my heart pitter patter. But there's just so many. It's impossible to narrow it down, to be honest. You know that. I do know I'm preaching to the choir. But those are just a couple. I love, obviously the big sounding V8, especially something like that supercharged. I did get to drive the Durango Hellcat on a racetrack, and I can't say what I thought about it, but I would add that to my list. Yes. All right. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Andrew. And that's something that we're going to be talking about. That's a great question, Andrew. Thanks. All right. We've got another super chat from APAD number 28. Hey, Joe, question per usual. I know you love the 350, but what do you think of this ZL1? Dude, are you reading his mind? Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm really torn on what to get between the two. Love you guys. It's tough. It's tough. If you want the faster car is going to be the ZL1. 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. It's got that supercharger whine. It handles really well. If you're just getting the regular ZL1, you're getting the magnetic ride suspension, so it's going to be a little bit friendlier on the road than say the GT350 or GT350R. But you're really splitting hairs, man. It's a tough choice. My advice: drive them and see how you feel. I'll be honest. The ZL1 has that more low down grunt that people expect from a V8, so that may suit you a little bit better than the high revving GT350. But definitely take one for a spin, take both of them for a spin and really see. But that's my advice: is if you want the low down, grunt, then I would go ZL1.
That makes sense. Yeah. Ooh, I wonder.
Yes.
Isn't that an interesting
that's
comment?
So funny.
So Eddie T, thank you, Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie, for that super chat.
Really
if you have a specific question, definitely put it in there.
And for all the people who have not super chatted, who have questions, we are saving time at the end.
And to answer your questions. We're going to try.
Don't, Benji's doing his best to try to moderate and catch all these, but, don't feel.
You don't have to ask 20 times.
Yeah, because we're not going to answer. We're not going to be able to get to those questions right now, but we will at the end. We promise.
We promise, yes.
Okay, so stick around for that. So thanks, Eddie. Jaden has another question.
Thank you, Jaden, for another super chat. I was asking how less relay resistance makes turn singles flash, because it's like going from point A to point B. If you live in California, or let's say you live in Tennessee and I live in Florida, that's a shorter distance than if I live in California and you live in Tennessee. So the shorter the distance, less resistance means it blinks faster.
Oh, wow. And it rhymed too.
There you go.
I mean,
and he lives in Tennessee.
And he lives in Tennessee. All right, great. Thank you for that. And then Zeres Landa. Hey, Zeres. Thanks for joining us. Finally able to watch a live stream. We're glad
awesome to have you here.
Keep up the great work. Definitely would support on Patreon.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
For that.
It's nice to have a lot of people been reaching out and asking, hey, when are you going to do Patreon? We want to be part of something extra special. We want to have more connection with you, Joe. How do we do that? Well, stay tuned. We're going to be bringing that all to you. And we appreciate it. I want to share more with you guys.
All right. So we've got another chat from if you want to take that one.
Striker 50, can I autograph your forehead? Sure. Why not?
You can autograph mine too.
Yes, there you go.
I don't even know what that means. I wasn't even reading it. Sorry. Yeah. Let's see. Who lives in Tennessee? Where? Oh, that's from Benji.
That's Jaden. Jaden lives in Tennessee.
He's in
Benji.
Germantown, I think.
Yeah, Germantown.
Or somewhere near Memphis or something like that. Okay. Let's see. I think
we're
caught up.
Are we caught up with the super? Yeah. How about this guy right there? I'm just a double check.
Oh, thank you. So
Steve Kang,
I think. Yeah, I need to get new glasses. I tell you what, Joe, you're the man, hardest working YouTuber I know. My question is, how excited are you to see the future C8 models such as the Z06, E-Ray, ZR1 Zora?
Steve, great question.
Great question.
From a performance standpoint, I'm really looking forward to seeing those models. I've been to a couple IMSA races this year, IMSA WeatherTech Series races, so I got to see the C8R on the racetrack and hear that flat plane crankshaft in their V8. And it doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard before. It almost sounds like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, to be honest with you. So there's part of it that I love, the performance, but me being old-fashioned Joe Raiti, I still would like a front engine V8 up there, I know
you had high hopes for the C8 when it came out. And really looking forward to it because they've been talking about making that mid-engine Corvette for years.
And it performs. It performs like none other. It's just I'm not so sure if it's for me.
Yeah.
Like I drive every time I get behind the wheel. Oh, guess what? You're probably wondering why am I laughing? Guess what? This weekend, Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides got behind the wheel of a 2019 ZR1 Corvette. So stay tuned for that. I never thought in a million years I'd be able to drive a ZR1. Boy, oh boy, stay tuned for that. That's all I could say. But I am looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to all these great things, but definitely the C8 Corvette is killer. And the Z06 and all the other examples, especially the Zora, is going to be really crazy performance for the amount of money.
For the money.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. And there's going to be a lot of people who really love it. So thank you for the question. Mikey in Vegas wants to know, what are your thoughts on the new BRZ?
Mikey, great question. I knew somebody was going to ask me. I'm digging it right now. Yes, of course, I'm a little bummed out. I'm sure like many of you that there's no turbo. But to be honest with you, I don't think it's ever going to happen right now, especially that Toyota has the Supra with that 2-liter turbocharged engine. It puts it too close in alignment with that car.
Yep.
I wish if there was a way I could get 250 horsepower NA, make it rev out to 7,500 RPM, make it 250.
Do you think that's not possible?
I think it's possible.
So why do you think they don't do
They're going to keep a gap between the BRZ and the WRX. They're never going to have the BRZ be faster than a WRX. And with the new WRX and STI coming out, they are bumping up the bar. So hopefully the BRZ will follow, but it's always going to be behind. It's sort of like the Porsche 911 and the Porsche 718, also known as the Cayman. The Cayman is a better car. It really is. What they do is they neuter it. They give it less horsepower than a 911. So time-wise, it can't beat it. But balance-wise, the engine is in the middle. Of course, it's going to be a better car than the engine that's hanging over the rear axle. And we have over 265 people watching. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys, for joining in.
Yes, for joining. We've got
another super chat from APAD number 28. I will definitely test drive. The problem is dealers are worried about crashing the cars. I know you said it's splitting hairs, but in your honest to God opinion, what handles better? And this is
Michael, if you're asking me what handles better, I'm telling you right now that GT350, the chassis is so balanced. I love it. I absolutely love it. And having that Voodoo engine just helps keep everything perfectly in tune, especially if you got some twisty bits where you live, to leave it in third gear and just let that engine just whine out, making some sounds there, getting excited. That would be my choice. If you're gonna put me in a corner like that, I'm going GT350.
Okay.
In the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense since there is one.
He said handles. If he did say straight line, I would say ZL1.
Okay. It's going to be a tough choice, Michael.
Yes.
It's tough.
Good luck.
Yes. All right. So we've got some more. Oh my goodness,
guys. They're coming in. You guys are great. We appreciate your generosity. I hope everybody is healthy and safe and doing well.
And for those of you that aren't able to super chat,
we understand.
We are going to spend about 15 minutes or so at the end
to get
combing through non-super chats to try to answer your question. David Schumacher says, I'm getting a 2020 STI in a few
Congratulations.
weeks. Yeah, no kidding. I've loved your reviews on them. Should I go for the wing delete? Also, any thoughts on the aftermarket exhaust?
You know, I know there's some people out there like a good friend and a subscriber by the name of Frank who has a wing delete. I say if you're going STI, especially if it's your first STI, you got to go with the wing. The wing just adds that little extra something that makes the STI just a rally car for the street. When it comes to add-ons, you want to be careful because you can, if you do have, say, a problem and they could trace whatever you modified back to the problem to whatever you modified, they could zonk you and not cover it. But if you want to just do something light to maybe let that boxer rumble sound, you could go with a axle back exhaust or a cat back exhaust, and you don't even have to mess with a tune or anything like that. So that would be my advice. I feel like once you start making some mods, you sort of open up the can of worms and you want to keep doing everything.
When you get one tattoo, you keep getting more tattoos?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, David, and congrats. And I would go with the wing. I would go with the wing.
Yeah, for sure. Why not, right? Okay, Yang Cereze.
Good job.
Close to it correctly. One of the rental car companies had a lineup of Jeep Gladiators at Boston Logan Airport last week. And Yang was there. Kind of interesting to see.
Yeah, I think you're going to find more FCA products that are winding up in rental fleets. And I think that's a good thing because it allows people to be able to use those vehicles, see what they think about them, and maybe do some type of upgrade and get a higher trim of that version.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you all so much for the super chats. Thank you, Miles. Miles is asking, good evening, best diesel truck in your opinion?
Best diesel truck in my opinion is going to be the Ford F-250 Super Duty with that 6.7 power stroke, 1,050 pound-feet of torque is all I could say. It's class leading. It will rip a tree stump right out of the ground.
Oh my God.
That's all I can say. So that's where I would go, F-250 Super Duty.
Sounds like a good truck for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. And then thank you so much, Miles. Vishavit Singh.
Wow, that was good.
That was pretty good.
That was good, yeah.
Stinger GT versus Charger. What to buy?
Well, it just depends. And the reason why I say that is if you're going Charger, I would go Charger Scat Pack. If you have enough funding to get a Charger Scat Pack, I would take that over a Stinger GT. If you're looking at an RT or an SXT, I would go Stinger GT. But if it's a Scat Pack Charger, I'm going Scat Pack Charger.
Okay, sounds good. Ephraim K. George has to leave. So
okay, thank you. Thank you,
Thanks for tuning in.
Oh,
sorry. Hold on. I scrolled too fast.
That's all right.
One moment.
No problem.
Hum to yourself while I scroll back up.
There.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, no, this yellow one. What's that yellow one here?
That we already got that one.
Oh, we already got. Then we're good.
Okay.
We're trying to make sure we take care of everybody.
Yes, here we go. Jaden has another question.
Jaden, signs of timing belt failure and wheels falling off cars. How did Henry Ford pioneer the automobile? Germantown, there you go. So a timing belt failure, you will never know. You will never know. That's why they say to actually change it before it breaks. If you wait until a timing belt breaks, you have destroyed your engine, and there's no signs of it. You need to keep track of the mileage and change it within that time. And the wheels falling off cars. Obviously, the lug nuts hold the wheels to the whole setup and need to keep it torqued. You need to have the proper torque setting. If those lug nuts fall off, the wheels are going to fall off.
Yeah. But the last part was for Benji.
Yes,
Benji's
I remember.
On the whole opposite side of the stage.
Yes. And then he also had a question. How did Henry Ford pioneer the automobile? He created the assembly line. That's what made his automobile. Because Henry Ford didn't come out with the first automobile. There was plenty others. He came up with the assembly line to build cars faster and cheaper. And that's why he's remembered as an icon. That's
wonderful. Yes. Wonderful info. Patrick, let me see. Chitaraf. Hey, Joe. Yeah, close, hopefully. Hey, Joe and Lori, love the channel. How do you guys get your connections from car dealers, especially dealerships like Ferrari Tampa and Reeves? Keep it up.
Well, thanks, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick. And I'm sorry to talk over you. No, okay. Patrick, thank you for the super chat. It basically comes to doing these two things, and I'm going to do it with my hand. So a lot of door knocking and a lot of cold calling, and it's like fishing. The more you fish, the more times you put a line in there, the more you're going to catch one, and that's how you build the relationships. There's no other way to do it. If you just show up and say, "Hey, I want to drive a Ferrari," they're probably going to laugh at you. So you just gotta be persistent.
Great question. It's a ton of cold calling. Yes, it really is. And sticking with it. Luis Barbosa, thanks, Luis. How was the Exorcist Camaro?
Luis, the Exorcist Camaro is ridiculous. Over 1,000 horsepower in that Camaro platform. It almost was scary, especially when I drove the Exorcist. It was at night, which added just a little bit extra. Yes.
A ton. And then Benji is giving a shout out to Berlin and San Antonio. Thanks,
all
guys.
All in the house. That's great.
Yeah, very opposite sides of the world.
Did we ever catch that one?
We have so many down here. Okay. I think it's coming. Okay. Let's see. We've got P. Virgil. Great reviews. Keep them coming.
Thank you,
PB Virgil.
Is that PB? Yeah, PB.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And then Austin Carpenter. Joe, you helped me get a 2020 Civic Sport manual, so thank you for that. Any recommendations for performance mods?
Austin, first of all, thank you for your super chat. And I'm very happy that I could help with that whole process. I think a catback exhaust will open up that 2-liter and give you a little bit more sound. Of course, Honda, you might want to check in with them. They have some great tuning capabilities for all the different Civic platforms. So that's the route I would go. Just don't go too crazy because the running gear, your transmission and everything isn't made to handle 400 horsepower in that car. So I would go Honda. It's a safe tune, and they've worked with Honda for years.
Great question,
So
Austin.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for that. And then Will Thompson, when does Lori get her own channel?
Right.
It's hard enough for me to do these live Q&As. I'm more of a behind the camera kind of.
Lori does such a great job working that camera, and she is such a production manager. You don't understand.
I just like bossing him around.
Yeah, I don't mind it. So thank you, Will. We'll see. I know a lot of people want a motorcycle channel and all this stuff. We've only been doing this for 3 years.
Well,
so
we've talked about maybe having like my corner with, and I do like writing. So keep an eye out.
We are going to get her more involved for sure.
We're definitely going to try. Okay, so we've got some more stuff coming in through here. Matthew, Challenger Scat Pack wide body or C8. I have the Challenger now, which is great, but I'm thinking, should I buy the Challenger or move to the C8?
All right, so Challenger Scat Pack wide body. I have the Challenger now, which is great, but I'm thinking if I should buy the Challenger. So if you have a Challenger, I'm going to assume it's not a Scat Pack wide body.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Two totally different cars.
Yeah, very.
But you're probably, you got to look at it many different ways. C8 Corvette has more performance. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But the C8 Corvette has 2 seats, driver and passenger.
Right.
C8 Corvette, a lot of dealers are adding markup. That's going to make the price go up. And when it comes to the Challenger Scat Pack wide body, I know lots of dealers that are discounting them the heck out of them.
Why?
Because, they have them already available.
Yeah.
A lot of people are wanting Hellcats and all that kind of stuff.
Makes sense.
So So you would get a way better deal. I think you're going to get more performance for your money going the Scat Pack wide body than you would the C8. But if you want the latest, greatest, utmost performance, then C8's your answer. Just good luck finding one.
Yeah,
very hard to find one.
And then the dealer markup is going to happen.
Good luck.
I would vote the Scat Pack wide body. That's the way I would.
Especially if you're daily driving it.
Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat.
Jose.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that generosity. Yes, thank you, Jose. I see a lot of your reviews on the Challenger Charger Scat Pack, and because of you, I plan on buying one next month. Hopefully not too overpriced, just debating on which one to get. Thank you, Joe and Lori.
Thank you, Jose.
Well, the good news is no matter if you go Challenger or Charger, you're going to get a great car at a great price.
Right.
You just need to ask yourself, do you like the styling better of the 4 doors and need the 4 doors?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's cool. It's funny because I do love driving the Charger, even though I don't need 4 doors.
Yeah, the Charger's
but
it's a very different.
I
think very
different experience
than between the two.
Even though they use the same engine and everything.
Yeah.
So it really is one of those things, Jose, that you need to drive it and see how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
I personally would go Challenger, but that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, you do need to drive it.
But definitely driving it, and I think you'll be able to get them for a good price.
And we have some pretty exciting things coming up, Jose, that I think that you'd be interested in seeing.
Remember how we told you already to mark your calendar, set your watch, set your alarms on your phone and everything? Here's another one. 12:01 a.m., November 23rd. That's this coming Monday morning at 12:01. And if you're wondering, well, Joe, why so early? It's because Dodge is making us launch it. All journalists, all automotive journalists.
Have an embargo
12:01 a.m.
until 12:01 a.m. on the 23rd.
I am posting our review of driving the Dodge Charger Hellcat Red Eye.
It's
797 horsepower. We took it out on a track, racetrack.
Red. I mean, this thing is like
it's a beast. It's a beast. So stay tuned for that. I apologize for it being so early in the morning, especially if you're on the East coast of the United States. Yeah,
most
a lot of people I know
are up by then. And if you're on the West Coast, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's not so bad. If you're anywhere else in the world,
but mark your calendar for that. And then also since everybody's got their calendars open, on November 30th.
At what time?
At 12:01 a.m. Stay tuned for the Dodge Durango Hellcat, which we got out on the track too.
Out on the track, all-wheel drive, 710 horsepower.
Holy cow.
We have over 324 people, 329 people. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you guys more than anything, and it really means a lot. But thank you, Jose, for that generosity. Keep me in the loop. Let me know how it goes next month.
Yeah, we want to know what you decide.
Yes.
We've got a super chat from Nick Keller. Hey, everyone, healthy here, guys. No COVID here. That's good.
That's great news.
I know you love the Veloster N. I got to drive a camo wrapped Elantra N, and it's amazing. You're gonna love it. Much love from Canada. Wow.
Awesome.
We're not jealous at all.
Yeah, not jealous at all. I'm looking forward to the Elantra N for sure. Yeah. The great news is, thank you for bringing it up. Stay tuned this weekend. This weekend, not tomorrow, this weekend. I'm posting, I got to drive the Veloster N with the 8-speed DCT. Yes, the 8-speed DCT.
Which we know you guys
with the new sports. Yes, you guys have asked for it. Definitely tune in tomorrow. But Nick, thank you for the super chat. And definitely, you have made me a little jealous. We are going to get that Elantra N down here in sunny Florida as well.
One of these days.
Yes.
And then Sushmeet Barua, thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it.
And I know his name. He always comments. Thank you so much for commenting and everything.
Awesome. Thank you for that. I'm not
316 people watching.
We might almost be caught up. Jaden has a question. Someone told me it was ball joint failure. How?
Well, Jaden, it could be ball joint failure. I would need to look at what exactly fell off your car. Because people could have tires that just fall off. People could have wheels and tires that fall off. Or people could have the whole rotating assembly fall off. So send me some pictures on Instagram and I'll take a look at it and I'll be able to give you a better idea, Jaden.
I thought we were caught up. I was completely wrong. Michael, who is AP80, number 28. Is there such a thing as too much horsepower in your opinion? Also, his wife, Steph, has become a huge fan as well, and she isn't a big car person. That's
awesome. Hey, Steph, I hope maybe you're watching. If you're not, maybe if I scream loud enough, you'll hear me in the other room, whatever you're doing over there. Yeah. But Michael, that's a great question. I'm a firm believer that as long as you can get the power to the ground, then you're okay. If you have 2,000 horsepower and all you do is just spin your tires every time you put your tippy toes on the throttle. To me, that's cool, you know, because you're going to leave a plume of smoke that looks like, you know, something's on fire, but you're not going forward. You're just sitting still. So to me, I'm like, and I've mentioned this before, I'm very happy. Like if I was to get a C7 Corvette, I would be very happy with a Grand Sport. I think even happier than a Z06. And the only reason why is I just like the balance of the Grand Sport. I could use all the power.
Right.
And I'm not, you know, just spin. And I could make a burnout. You could do a nice smoky burnout in a Grand Sport Corvette. Z06 is amazing too, but you have a greater chance of just spinning up tires. So is there such a thing as too much horsepower? As long as you can get the power to the ground.
Yeah.
If you're just sitting there spinning out, if I'm going that way and you're still sitting there spinning. And
you've got all the horsepower in the world,
yeah,
what does it matter?
Exactly.
What's that saying? Having doesn't mean anything if you can't use it.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And power is nothing without traction.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Sushmeet, another
thank you, Sushmeet.
$2.
And thank you, Michael.
For your super chat. Thank you both.
You guys are
so
so generous tonight. We appreciate it. We know all of the hardships going on across the whole world, and this really helps us out to be able to make the plans to get out there. Once this pandemic gets handled, we're going to be back hitting the road so we can meet everybody, and we got giveaways. What do you think the giveaways are coming from? We use the super chat money to get the giveaways for next month. So definitely remember, go to Raiti. If you're new for tonight, if you just joined us for this live Q&A, go to RaitiesRides.com.
Okay.
And what are you going to do?
You're going to go to the contact page.
Okay.
And you're just going to put your email address in there. And then that way I can get your name and your email, and I'm going to put it in a randomizer. And we're going to draw your name.
We're going to draw your name.
So
hopefully
that way
you win.
You don't have to like put a tag 10 friends in an Instagram post or all this other stuff. What are you doing?
Miss Raiti, I have a question.
Joe?
What happens if I don't remember if I've already signed up for the...
It's okay.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, you could put go ahead and just enter twice. It's terrible acting. This one needs to go to acting classes. But you can go ahead and put your name in there anyway, but just please don't spam us.
Yeah.
Because that's just...
Don't put your name in 1,500 times. That's not going to help anybody.
I'm just going to delete it.
Yeah.
Right? So only one entry. Iden Francis just wanted us to say hello, deciding between a Dodge Durango RT or the Ford ST.
Nice.
So that's going to be a tough choice. And then Benji shouted out for him. Thanks, Benji.
Thank you, Benji, for doing that. Thank you for your super chat.
Yeah.
So which way would I go between the Durango RT?
Francis, if you wouldn't
yes, thank you, Aiden. Aiden? I think it's Aiden.
It could be Aiden.
Aiden Francis or Aiden Francis. I think it's Aiden.
It might be.
Yeah, it's like Jaden, but without the J.
Okay.
Aiden Francis, thank you for your super chat. Benji, thank you for taking care of that. Your question is Durango RT versus Ford. I would say, I'm guessing you're going with Explorer since that's a 3-row.
That's what I was guessing too.
You know what? The more I drive these freaking Dodge products, the more I want one. It really is true. The RT is you got gobs of low down torque.
Well, we just got a chance to spend some time with one when we were in North Carolina. So definitely check out that review.
It's close. You know, if you would have asked me 6 months ago, I would have said Ford Explorer ST. But now that I'm driving the Dodge products more, I'm liking them more.
And what specifically are you liking better?
That low down grunt that you don't get with an EcoBoost engine.
Okay. That
linear torque delivery as you're on throttle and the revs are climbing, you're getting that nice linear power curve that you don't get.
Well, you know what else I really like is the Uconnect 5. I'm a big
Uconnect 5 is it's a great system.
It really is great. I love that. Great question. Thanks, Benji. Danny has a question. Joe, you're amazing. And Lori, you're beautiful as usual. Oh my gosh.
She is beautiful.
Thank you, Danny. I'm jumping into an X4M competition next week. What do you think about it?
You know what? I think, it's so smart of BMW to make M versions of their different vehicles, especially the SUVs, because people want that flexibility. And I think, you know what? To have such a unique looking SUV, but also one that performs, I think it's a win-win situation. So congratulations, and I think you're going to love it.
Yeah, that's a great choice for sure.
And thank you for the super chat.
Thanks so much, Danny. And then Mr. Sayunk. Thank you for your super chat. Do you think that Genesis will ever reach the prestige and brand recognition that Euro brands share? What do they need to do to cross that threshold?
I think, first of all, thank you for your super chat. I think that they are on their way big time, especially we haven't been able to drive the new GV80 yet. We will be very soon. But I think what's going to push them to get them to that threshold is if they have their own Genesis dealerships. Me personally, if I'm coming from Mercedes or BMW or Audi, I know from our experience by filming at those dealerships, they have some amazing like customer waiting rooms. They have the snacks,
sure
the drinks.
I know you just walk in and you're just with snacks and drinks. You know how we feel about snacks.
You're really pampered. Some Hyundai dealerships where they sell Genesis products, you don't get that experience. Yeah. And I feel like that's the one thing that they're missing. And I think that once they're able to build a dealer network, that more people will flock. I think people are starting to love the style. They're starting to love the value for the money. Mm-hmm. And they really got some great stuff coming. So that's going to be really exciting as well.
That is going to be really exciting. So Benji, you're so sweet. You can stop doing that. You're very silly and you're very sweet. I got to scroll back up here and find it because, gosh, we have a lot more super chats than I thought. Ephesians K. George asks for first car, Charger RT or Challenger Scat Pack wide body.
I think if it's your first car, I don't know how old you are, but I would probably say go at most Charger RT. Yeah, I think Scat Pack, it's might be a little too much horsepower, which may cause you to be a little bit more risky and get yourself into some trouble.
And if it's your first car, I mean, you want to build confidence. Yes. Right? You don't want to be sitting there. And whenever you don't feel that confidence behind the wheel, it's not fun.
No, it's not.
And then if you're driving that every day, you're not going to have as much fun. And then you might have a bad taste in your mouth about the Scat Pack long term. Definitely. So I agree with Joe to do
I would definitely go Charger RT.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Benji, for doing that.
Sushmi, thank you so much.
Thank you for that other soup. We really appreciate it.
Gosh, really appreciate it.
You guys are great, man. We love all of you. We had over 300 people here tonight, and it's just been amazing.
It has been amazing. And then Izzy C, thank you so much.
What's that little on set? I like that.
Director's chair.
That's cute.
Love that.
Yeah.
I need to give myself one
Yes, you're the director.
Yeah, right. You're so sweet. And thank you, Benji, for all that you're doing and helping everybody. I know everybody appreciates it. Jaden wants to know Detroit Auto Show versus Chicago versus LA versus New York.
So if you're asking for what our favorites are, I think it comes down to New York and LA. I feel like I had amazing times at those two auto shows. What do you think?
I'm going to say, gosh, I love Chicago. I'm from the Midwest, so I don't think that's surprising that I would love the Chicago Auto Show. It was huge. I don't know. I go to all of them.
I think New York and LA were the two biggest.
I would say, they were.
They were way bigger than Chicago. Chicago was big, but
I mean, big in terms of like what
I'm talking about the amount of cars.
Yeah.
LA killed it. LA was
amazing.
Yeah,
LA was amazing. But I'm really impartial to Chicago.
There was a question.
So YouTube fans, thank you so much.
Thank you for super chatting.
Rajapal had a question.
No, we had.
I want to try to find it.
Look for their information.
Let me ask a favor, Akanash Rajapal, if you would please just
ask
send it again.
Send again. We'll keep an eye out for it because it's hard to scroll.
Going backward.
There's too many.
I can't see. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
thank you for that. Thank you guys for looking out for each other.
That's what I love
Isn't that great?
That's what I love. And I get a lot. Listen, this is all for you guys. I get a lot of comments from the OEMs when they're watching their reviews that I do of their vehicles. They're blown away by what they see on Raity's Rides.
Really are.
The great comments by everybody being nice.
Read your comments.
They read your comments.
Manufacturers are reading what you guys have to
say.
They
read your comments, guys. I literally just sent Kimberly over at Dodge our walk around that we did of the Dodge RT Tow and Go,
and the Chrysler Pacifica,
which if you haven't seen that,
with luxurious Napa leather.
Yes.
So that is posted.
It
went live at 12:01 this morning. So make sure you watch that. But she mentioned to you how she was so impressed.
So that's all on you guys. So great job for the awesome comments.
So let me see if I can find Aknash.
I think we had another. Is there any more?
Yeah, I'm scrolling down.
We're gonna have to wait for him to answer back again because.
Oh my gosh.
I would go straight to the bottom.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna look for your name, Anakash.
Yes.
Okay, Jay Flowers.
Jay Flowers. He's like, I'm glad to see you and your wife are doing good. You guys are awesome.
Jay.
Thank you, Jay. We're glad to see you here, and hopefully you're doing just as well.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are staying healthy and taking care of yourselves.
Yes, definitely.
And all that good stuff. Guy Lu Zulu Dance Con.
Wow.
Love that name.
These names are tough, man. Tougher than when I was a teacher.
Right? I always wondered if the RT Durango is enough, or should I get the SRT and suffer on gas prices, or should you just go Hellcat?
Yeah. I'm thinking.
And really suffer on gas prices.
It really just, if you're looking for towing, what's interesting is that the RT and the SRT tow the same. So, I would say if you don't need the extra horsepower, but if you want it, go for it. I mean, why not?
Yeah, Who doesn't want a little bit more horsepower? So.
I think the SRT is a good in-between of the Hellcat and the RT.
You completely agree.
Yes.
John, thank you. And thank you all so much for your super chats. I'm doing my best to move through them. He says, best car reviewer ever.
Thank you for saying that.
I added the ever. Can't wait for you to review the next Civic. No kidding, John. Us too. We are super excited.
We are
Hopefully
excited.
You guys saw our virtual unveil of that.
Yep.
If not, please go watch it. We're really excited.
It's up on the channel. Yeah. And there is going to be an SI version and a Type R. Eric.
Somebody said your name is Joe. I thought it was Raiti for the longest time. Most people call him Raiti. People just be like Raiti.
Yeah.
All right. So
Eric.
Let's see. Thanks, Benji, for doing such a great job. And then we've got a comment here from Eric. So thank you, Eric. Hey guys, just let you know I had to put my Mustang build on hold, unfortunately. Man, had some unexpected home repairs. We understand.
Listen, we know how you feel. We just had to replace 2 outside doors and an outside window, and they're still not done. Yeah. So listen, the mods will always be there for you to get done. Obviously, your house is your house, and you got to keep you and your family safe. So we totally understand. Hold on 1 second. Let me read the rest of that.
Sorry. Oh no, shoot.
Just click on his name.
Okay, thanks. Sorry.
There you go. So I would just, they're going to come and then you'll have to wait until after the holidays. Well, it's okay. Enjoy the holidays. Get your house taken care of, and the mods will be there.
Yeah, we can definitely relate to that, Eric. All right. Clicking.
Clicking.
So I'm going to scroll back up. Here we go. Ryan, hey guys, love your channel. Once the whole pandemic ends, do you ever plan on creating international content like Japan or Germany?
Yes, Ryan, that's a great question. And thank you for your super chat. Right before the pandemic started, we were on our way to the Geneva Auto Show with Toyota. So we were going to Switzerland. We were going to create some international content. I want to go to Germany. I have a subscriber out there, Michael, who lives by the Nürburgring. I want to do some on-throttle footage on the Nürburgring to share with you guys, and we definitely one of these days want to get to Japan. That's for sure.
That's right. Cold Heritage, thank you. Joe, 992 Turbo or an AMG GTC?
I'm gonna, as much as I love the AMG, if you would have said AMG GTR, I would go AMG GTR, but I'm gonna go with the Porsche Turbo. For sure.
I was just scrolling back up to see if I could find anything from Ankash.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
I'm not finding anything.
There's a lot of content. There's so much.
I know that there was a super chat that came through about that. And then Benji says everybody wants to know what you two drive.
Oh, okay. Well,
thanks, Benji.
Yeah, thank you, Benji. We appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
What do you drive?
Well, I have a 2016 Subaru BRZ. Which I love.
Is it automatic?
It is not.
Yay! How dare you? Yes, I know.
How dare you say those words in this house? Do you know where you are? This is Raity's Ride.
And then we also have a 2018 Subaru WRX STI Type RA, which stands for what? Yes, I knew you knew that.
Can't believe
you knew it.
Yes.
And then also the Shelby GT350R Heritage Edition. So very, very happy and pleased with those vehicles for sure.
Yes, but most of the time we're driving press fleet vehicles.
Most of the time we're driving press fleet vehicles. I know I went to go review at a dealership and they're like, how come you didn't bring the Shelby? I'm like, well, I got this press fleet vehicle I have to review. So
and we want to drive it and get a feel for it. So we provide you guys that good content.
That's content.
All right. So my goodness. All right. So I think hopefully I'm caught up.
Yes, you are.
All right, Jay Angelo, thanks for the super chat.
Jay Angelo, thank you for that.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, I bought a 2005 GTO new and sold it in 2018 to a guy in Orlando. He's taken perfect care and upgraded it. I have the chance to buy it back. Should I? 120,000 miles, 600 horsepower. was my original car.
You know, if you miss it, sometimes, you know, there's that old saying, if you love something, set it free. And if it comes back, it's forever. Right? Is that how it goes?
It's close enough.
Something like that. I would say, you know what? If you could get it for the right price and you miss it that much and it's still in good shape, I would jump on it. I did that once with a motorcycle. I had a Honda RC51 2005 that I 2005 Honda RC51 V-twin sport bike, and I sold it and I regretted it. And then many years later, I wound up finding it again. I bought it again. Yeah. So it was special. So if it's that special, I would say jump on it. If it's the same car, why not?
Let's go through some of these
questions. Let's go through some of the questions and comments.
All right. So let's see.
Thank you, Florin, for saying that. I love you guys so much. Keep doing the content. Benji just chimed in again.
All right. Let's see. Ray Matos wants to know, hey, Joe, I love your channel. Would like to ask you Mercedes-Benz 300 or BMW 330i.
Between those two choices, I would go 330i.
Okay.
And thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Y'all need a truck. Now the question is Raptor, Bronco, Gladiator, or Ram TRX. Well, I could tell you that probably Ram TRX is not high on your list just because that you want more like a mid-sized truck.
Yeah. I do. I've driven the Ram TRX. I've driven the Raptor. Haven't driven the Bronco yet.
No,
but I have driven the Gladiator, and that one I kept coming back to, and then I really, really like the Overland.
Yeah,
I really do.
I know you really enjoyed that one.
And the Eco Diesel, the sound, like it just has a special, unique flair.
That torque,
and that torque. I mean, it just So I think I would go Gladiator.
Nice.
Yeah.
Angel has a question there. What is my biggest zonk of the new BRZ so far?
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I wish it had 250 horsepower. Just 250, I think, would have been great. NA, I think one of my zonks is I'm not really digging the wheels too much. I wish they would have done something a little different for the wheels. And I'm surprised they don't have a performance pack to get the Brembos and the other goodies that comes with it, like the SAC suspension and stuff.
Yeah, that's a really great point.
Hey, Million Miler. Thank you for that super chat. We really appreciate you. Thank you for that.
I really appreciate that. So let's see. I'm going to scroll up here and look.
We're going to go through some of the comments here.
Yes. All right.
We did drive a Ram TRX. Yes, we did, Johnny. And that review is on the channel. So check it out.
Okay. So scrolling. Here we go. Oh, we answered that one already. Somebody, well, that's really sweet. You guys are relationship goals.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that.
Mr. Cheesehead said that.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Cheesehead.
That's right. Okay.
And thank you for all the super chats tonight. You guys are generous.
Really, really great. Scrolling. New Honda Civic or new Toyota Corolla hatchback from Chad?
Ooh, that's tough, man. If you're saying new as in 2020, that's tough. I would probably go Honda Civic hatchback, and I would go with the Sport. That's the way I would go.
Yeah.
If you're talking about right now, 2020.
All right, scrolling. Well, we already did that one. Let me scroll up a little bit.
Scroll high.
Okay, let's start here. Okay, we already did that one.
Yeah.
It's like the same question over and over again.
Keep scrolling. You're gonna have to scroll some more.
Okay.
So the good news is, if you want to know what's coming out this weekend, we have the ZR1 Corvette. We have tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow at 6:00 because we have the Mazda 3 Turbo hitting the channel. We also are going to have that Veloster N with the DCT, which is coming.
Exciting. Hello from Arizona.
Hey, Abe or ABE.
That's right. What do you think of the BMW E38?
It's nice. I personally, I don't know. I wouldn't buy one personally, but they're nice. I mean, there's nothing too crazy about that. And can you have 1,000 horsepower electric Hummer giveaway? Abe, no, we cannot. The reason why is, first of all, they're all sold out for the first year. And second of all, that vehicle costs, I think, like $120,000 or so. So it's a little bit too rich for my blood, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Nathaniel wants to know, what do you think of Dodge's next plan? What do you think Dodge will next plan for the Challenger?
That's the million
electric Challenger or something like
that's
that.
The $1 million question. I really think that if they're going to do anything, it's going to be something like a hybrid setup, like they have on the Ram truck. the Ram 1500. But still, I want to know what they're going to do with the overall design. What are they going to do with that chassis?
Yeah.
The chassis does go back to the early 2000s. So
yeah, we were just talking about that, Nathaniel. Like, where are they going to go with this design, and how are they going to keep it fresh? Because it is such a unique design, but it is so important to call back to the past, right?
I was a little bummed out when they said that they were not making a Challenger ACR. That was supposed to be that American Club Racer Challenger, to where you can get a lighter Challenger that handles.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to also shout out to Million Miler again. Thanks for that super chat. It's nice to have you. And then we've got James R. Thanks for the vids, Joe. You got me eating Twinkies again. Wife is mad at you.
Listen, everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying? So eat a Twinkie, but then eat a carrot, and you'll be covered.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
Oh, excellent. Oh, Striker 50. I'm not sure if I saw this.
Sorry,
one.
Striker 50.
Twinkies as you. How about you eat as many Twinkies?
I don't want to do that because I don't feel like getting sick. Yes,
on
Instagram.
Social media.
Yes, I don't want to get sick, man.
Instant fame.
Yeah.
Do a TikTok.
Yeah.
Striker 50 God. Of that.
I got to review cars tomorrow, so I can't get sick right now.
No, he's gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
That's what the plan is.
Yes,
for
that
him.
sounds good to me.
He wasn't. Yeah, I love it. What about the Honda Odyssey in 2021?
Well, I know we just had one. We had the Honda Odyssey Elite.
Yes, we just did.
And, we have a review coming up of that, but definitely a minivan that brings a lot of value and a lot of different technology. Like the Magic Seats are really, really awesome in the Honda Odyssey. And something that I didn't know, Honda was the first to put an infotainment system in a minivan.
Yeah, back in the 90s?
90s, yeah.
Somebody, I lost their name. Somebody was just commenting how they really appreciated the Pacifica video because they have 3 kids. And
that's really awesome.
I'm sorry I didn't get your name. But
it's one of those things where, we want to try to cover all the vehicles.
Yeah.
I love, of course, going on throttle in those high performance cars, but there's a lot of people who aren't looking for one of those or can't afford it, and they need something for their family. And hey, we do on throttle on the Chrysler Pacifica too. That's
right. And then a question about the WRX and STI. How much do you think the power will be on those?
What they're getting, hold on 1 second. I like this question right here. They're expecting around 400 horsepower for the STI. I'm going to probably say around 300 horsepower for the WRX.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That would make most sense to me. We had a good question here.
Yeah, we did. Where'd it go? Shoot.
I don't know where it went.
Oh gosh.
So yeah. So I know it has something that somebody had asked, what inspired me to be into cars so much? So what inspired me to be into cars, the person that asked that is, right here, Joshua Rivers. Good job. Joshua Rivers Rivera, my eyes, had a question. What inspired me to get into cars? It all started, as soon as I was born. My dad has owned a mechanic shop ever since I was alive. And he took me to races. I would go to his shop, and there was something about being around cars that just puts a smile on my face, and to be able to share it now with all of you just makes it that amazing. He really is car nuts. So, of course, you learn about your spouse when, you start dating and whatnot. And it was fun swapping stories with Joe to find out about who he was in high school. And he was a total gearhead. Yes. Right. I was known as the car guy. He was the car guy. Yeah. So I want you to read this one. JBL John. Just wanted to let the Raiti family know that Joe is as friendly, high energy, and down to earth in person as he is online. Nice to see you again. Oh, well, thank you so much for saying that. Isn't that nice? That's really nice of you to say that. Thank you. That means really a lot. Nice. And here's the bottom line that I think that a lot of people already have realized that know me or have met me in person. I'm just being me. So I get comments from time to time where somebody's like, stop saying that, or stop laughing, or stop making jokes about Twinkies and stuff. And I'm like, I can't. That's just me. I'm just having fun, sharing the cars, sharing some laughs, sharing my passion. And I just love sharing it with all of you guys. So thank you, everybody who came tonight. We're almost to that 1 hour mark where it's time to. I'm just scrolling back up to make sure we got everybody. Everybody who came by tonight, thank you so much. Eric and YouTube fan and everybody, John there. Really, really great that everybody was able to come by. I know there's a lot of other things going on the interweb and on TV and in your lives, but it's nice to take some time, have some laughs, talk about a few things. But here's the updates. stay tuned. Tomorrow, what are we watching? You're gonna be able to see me go on throttle the Mazda 3 Turbo. Is it a Mazda Speed 3? We'll see. Saturday, the ZR1 Corvette, and Sunday, the Veloster N with the DCT, the 8-speed DCT transmission.
That's important.
Oh, Noel, thank you. Hey, Lori and Joe, he says, thanks for replying on Instagram today. I try my best. You know, we try when people reach out on Instagram or Raity's Rides Facebook or even in the comments, I try my hardest to get to everybody. If you ever have your question go unanswered, it's not because I don't like you or I hate you or I don't care.
Or too busy or someone else is doing our.
Yes, we're doing it all.
Anybody else? It's us.
It's us.
Right? That's it. And Benji.
Yes, and Benji.
And Benji's helping us out.
We had Victor for a while. But he's going to be doing some other photography for a race shop in Pinellas Park. We had Tom.
Tom's
he went on to be a firefighter.
He
had to be a firefighter. So
yeah,
we're still editing. I edit the videos. Lori's always doing the posts, the special posts when we're having a live Q&A.
Well, but Joe, you do all the Instagram posts, all the Facebook posts. I only put it together. If you ever see writing or font on the graphic, like the thumbnails.
But that's you do
that have like live Q&A. Sure. That's the only thing I do. You do the rest. He does it all. Benji has a great question here. Is the Twinkie eating contest still on at the car show?
Benji, because of COVID and the whole situation, we decided to cancel it this time. But the good news is, and I know we're going to reach more milestones, and we will be having the Twinkie eating contest.
For everybody here who's like, what car show? Yeah. What car show are we talking about?
Did somebody say that?
No, I'm saying it. What car show?
I thought, is that why I got a hit?
That's why you got hit.
Oh. So remember, Sunday, November 22nd, between 10 a.m. and 12 noon, we will be at Walker Ford in Clearwater, Florida, celebrating the road to 400,000 subscribers.
Right.
If you are in the vicinity and can make it, bring your car out. Even if you don't have a car you want to show or anything, come on out. We'll have free food, giveaways, freebies,
packaged safely.
Yes, everything's going to be wrapped up.
Social
donuts,
distance.
drinks, the whole 9 yards.
Of course, if you're not feeling well, don't come.
Yes.
But otherwise, come down and get outside. It's beautiful weather. It's the perfect time.
And if you can't make it, we will be going live on the channel sometime. I'm sorry I can't give you a time right now, but between 10 a.m. and 12 noon on Sunday, we will be going live from the celebration. I want to bring some of that flavor to you, show you some of the cars, share some of that excitement, because you are just as important as the people that are showing up.
And to show you that, next month's live Q&A will be your 400,000.
That's your 400,000. Yes.
And we're going to be giving away some
all sorts of stuff
for
you guys.
Information on that.
And we got a super chat from Larry.
Hey, Joe and Lori, will you review the Mach-E? Not that I like it. And do you think Chevy will replace the Camaro with something similar?
We definitely will be getting our hands on a Mach-E. Stay tuned for that. And we're going to be bringing all the different examples of the Mach-E. The Chevy Camaro, I know, is being discontinued. I hope they're not replacing it with just a straight up EV vehicle.
Gosh.
I'm it's like I want to bring it to you guys, but I'm waiting more for the Mach 1. I'd rather bring you guys the Mach 1 than the Mach-E. But we will be bringing the Mach-E.
Of course we're going to bring the Mach-E.
The F-150, and especially the F-150 that has that power boost hybrid setup. That's all going to be coming. So thank you, Larry, for your super chat and for always watching. Larry comments every single freaking
all the
video.
time, and you're always here. So thank you so much for being here, Larry. Clancy79, have you already done a review of the Fiat 500X?
Actually, we have. That's a great question, and I'm glad that you brought that up. Remember, if you are ever wondering if we have done a certain car, on the search bar on YouTube, write the car that you're interested in and Raiti or Raity's Rides. And if I have filmed it, it will come up at the top of the search. So I have done the Fiat. Definitely search for that. It's a bright orange one. You can't miss it.
That's right. And then Eric, thanks, Eric. Just got a 2021 JLU Sahara. Was going to trade it in for the Bronco when it comes out, but can't decide now because the Jeep is fun. Yeah, the Jeep is fun.
You know what? There's just certain things that the Jeep has that the Bronco does not. And you still can't go wrong with a Jeep, and just being part of that club.
I know, right?
Is what's so extra special, which is great. But we are at that time We have had so much fun with you tonight.
Guys, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for showing up. Thank you for everybody who super chatted.
Thank you, Benji
for
official
Raity's Rise moderator. I think it turned out good because
I think so. It really started.
When we were scrolling, we just kept seeing the same question.
Yeah. And thank you guys so much for being here. We know some of you didn't get your questions answered, but don't worry, we do this every month.
Yes.
So come back. And, like Joe has already said, we do our best to respond to you.
And next month, we will be doing the 400K.
Next month's going to be big.
400K.
Yeah.
And then the end of next year, what we're envisioning is the end of next year, 1 million subscribers.
Yes.
2021.
Yes. Spread the word.
December 2021.
We're going to get there.
And we got one last question. I know he came and then he left and then he came back. What do I think about the Hummer EV? I think it's cool. I think that GMC is using the Hummer name to trump up excitement for it. It will be interesting to see how popular electric trucks become. And then, of course, we got the Cybertruck.
Ooh.
Whatever that's going to look like, if that's even going to – I'm still holding my breath on that one. But it's going to be interesting, and we will be bringing it to you here on Raity's Rides. So thank you for everything. And
thank you guys so much for being here tonight.
And just like always, we'll see you on the next ride. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.